MLB stars. Mike Bordick, Jose Canseco, teammates on the Oakland A's, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Just a few years ago.
We'll show them the forum bash when we did it.
All right, yeah, absolutely. I did get to do that with Jose Canseco, one of the founders of the Bash Brothers, obviously. So great times, and it was an incredible experience for me as a young player to come up with such a historic team, a dynasty, right? They had gone to the World Series in '88, won in '89. I came up in '90, and to see what these guys were doing was just jaw-dropping. It was a hard team to break into because they had so many incredible players, but you know, Jose was a great teammate. He treated me well. I don't know if he remembers. He invited me and a couple other young guys over to his house to see his turtle farm and
tortoise
farm and stuff like that. Yeah, so Jose was a great teammate, and I just always admired and respected how he played the game. There was certainly some controversy that came
not with me.
Jose's career, but I had fun watching him play the game.
See, we actually tried to make him a Bash brother, but he wouldn't go for it. He said, "No, I'll do it on my own."
Yeah.
We pulled him in for it. Hey, we can get you here somewhere. We got something for you. No.
I was actually voted the top player that should have taken steroids in the '90s.
I know. Probably only one of the very few clean ones in the game. I would say right here.
I know. I didn't get in the book. Maybe that's why we're doing this interview.
Yeah.
and memories playing under Tony La Russa.
I personally thought Tony got the most out of me to help my career start, and then I kind of blossomed into a major leaguer. I think if it wasn't for him giving me an opportunity to play defense as a starting point in Major League Baseball, I might not have ever had a chance to play. So there are some fortunate things that happened for me, so I always had great respect for La Russa.
You know what? He came in and did a great job. Don't let him fool you. Watch the stats. Watch his at-bats when he came in with us. I think he even hit a game-winning home run, a bunch of game-winning hits, played incredible defense, and hit well over 300. So he actually did a great job. And La Russa was like a baseball savant, an intellect of the actual game, a student of the game. I mean, he had everything so accurate when we went out there. He said, just play hard when you get it. Give me 100%. I don't think he minded too much what he did off the field, and that was his fault. That's why I did a little bit crazy stuff. But on the field, I thought he was acceptable.
And one final question. The Oakland A's possibly looking to move to Las Vegas. Your thoughts on the A's transferring from Oakland to LA?
I personally am a little sad. I mean, that was a team that gave me an opportunity to play. I was 10 years in the organization. I love thinking about the history that the A's brought to baseball. Think about the players that came through the A's organization. Go back in the 70s, and Reggie Jackson, Sal Bando. I mean, incredible list of players. And then you get into the 80s, obviously, with Canseco and McGuire and Walt Weiss. And then in the 90s with, Tejada, Giambi. There's just an incredible amount of history. And it's unfortunate because I think when I broke in there and these guys were so good, I got spoiled by the crowds that really loved baseball, I think, in Oakland. And I saw the best, I think, of the Oakland A's in that community.
I agree. We had a dynasty back then. I mean, the fans were tremendous. We had an incredible team, like you said, with the Ricky Hendersons, the McGuires, the Steinbacks, the Dave Parkers, the Dave Henderson. He came in, of course, but we had some of the great organizations. But, history proves that things change. And they evolve or they don't evolve. But I think Oakland A's was one of those organizations that got caught up with the evolution of baseball. The structure completely changed. The players got older. And the kind of team we had and the players we had, the combination we had, you just don't find it every day. So, you know what? Baseball moves on.
Two of the best from the Oakland A's. Thanks for joining us tonight at Wellspan Park.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the baseball warehouse so our fans in the area know a little bit?
Yeah, Baseball Warehouse, we're really excited to be up here. Red Lion, we have a great facility in Red Lion. We have a nice relationship with the York Revolution where we've done clinics and other events. Matt Morris, the owner and operator of the Baseball Warehouse, who's now has franchises in Owings Mills, Columbia. Rick Dempsey just opened one up down there. Has a great feel for the professional player and getting great stars to actually come in and do clinics and talk to the kids about what I think is missing in this game, which is the great history this game holds. So Jose Canseco to be able to talk about his era. Goose Gossage is coming in, at the end of the month. So we have a great opportunity, I think, for kids and parents alike to continue to learn and love this great game of baseball.
And they also get a different perspective of baseball and how to play the game from some of the different players in different eras, right?
No, absolutely, because each year was different. But for sure, there's one common thread about the game of baseball. You got to work hard if you want to have success, okay? Bottom line, period. I don't care what you do in anything in life, baseball especially, if you don't work at it, you're not going to get good at it and stay good at it.
Well, thank you for that.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Great job, Bordick.